I'm back, and on this method to the madness, we're going to be talking about last week, which we did intentional acts of awesome. I think is the best name that we could come up with it for now. Last time we called it random acts of kindness or drive-by kindness. These are all names, but I think intentional acts of awesome. That's actually something that I stole from our Urban Peak people. But I think that it really conveys exactly what we're trying to do here. And this is not something that we just did on a whim. We're doing this on purpose. We're doing this with love, and we're doing this with some intentionality. So it makes a lot of sense to call it intentional acts of awesome. What we did last week is it actually started during the prayer stations, which was a couple weeks ago. And during those prayer stations, one of them was a a blessing bag, if you will, station, and it was the service project portion. So what I have with me is one of those bags. And so as you can see, there's a water bottle in there, some Kleenexes, there's a bar of soap, there's a toothbrush tucked in there, and then all kinds of snacks that are kind of hanging out. So that's just one of the many stations that they did. And with that bag, what they were doing is that they take them and they go pass them out to the homeless people or the people in need that are downtown. So we took all those and they passed them around. They also did all these little post-it notes, and there was a whole list of other little ideas of kindness that they went and they ran around downtown. They will know we are Christians by our love. And that was exactly what they did. They went out and they loved on downtown. I took the 7th graders and a couple of the 8th graders, and we actually went out to Urban Peak. And that was the first time that they'd ever seen the facility. We also dropped off a lot of clothes, a lot of those blessing bags that they had made, as well as a lot of the other needs that they have as well, such as soap, journals, snacks, more of all those things. So just tried to establish the relationship with those 7th graders and those 8th graders for the first time that they'd ever seen it, and know that we have a long-standing relationship with Urban Peak, and that's not going to change in the time that they are part of this youth. In fact, it will probably only grow. So it all turned out to be pretty good. The weather was a little cold, but that's the way it is sometimes. This week, we're going to study the scripture. We're going to have the actual Bible study. There'll be songs, games, food, and we're going to be looking at Matthew 21, verses 33 through 46. And with that, there's a little bit about farming, and we'll see how we can kind of relate that to our lives and how we are supposed to be fruitful. All right, with that in mind, that is the method to the madness. That's all I got this week, and hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you next time.